Hi, I'm Jacqueline, and this is my Chapter 1 video where I'll be introducing StarHealth, where I am for my community placement, and also where I'll be introducing my 5-week project that I'll be working on here. StarHealth is a non-for-profit community health agency and has locations across multiple sites in southeast Melbourne, with the key service sites being in South Melbourne, Prahran and St Kilda. They provide GP services, dental services, as well as allied health, including podiatry, physiotherapy and dietetics. They also offer counselling and diabetes education, and from these, they promote outreach services, meaning providing links to health services for those who may not readily access them. StarHealth also have partnerships with both Alfred Health and Cabrini, where they both provide funding, and Alfred is also involved with StarHealth with some projects. The organisational hierarchy is complex, but I'll focus on where the dietetics and health promotion teams sit. The two relevant general managers who report to the CEO are the Clinical Care General Manager and the Healthy Communities General Manager. If we descend the hierarchy from the GM of Clinical Care, it leads us to the Principal Manager of Community Care and finally the Coordinators of Allied Health, which is where the dietetics team sits under. From the GM of Healthy Communities, we have the Alcohol and Other Drug Health Promotion Child, Youth and Family PM, and the Coordinator of Health Promotion, Consumer Participation and Volunteers, which is where the Health Promotion team sits. Why I wanted to mention the Health Promotion team will be discussed later. Here is a quick pictorial view of the organisational structure. StarHealth has 1.6 EFT shared between 3 dietitians. Dietetic services provided to clients is primarily one-on-one clinic-based services. Additionally, StarHealth dietitians also engage in some outreach service deliveries, home visits, health promotion initiatives, and run group and community education sessions. Because dietitians don't have any formal EFTs allocated to project work, the scope of this project, and depending on where this project is at the end of the 5-week placement, will most likely be under the workload of the health promotion team. This project is important because healthy eating promotes good nutrition, which is essential for childhood and adolescent growth and development, and helps prevent health issues such as dental caries and obesity, cancer, heart disease and diabetes in future years. And also, eating habits developed in early years are likely to have lifelong influences. This warrants the importance of advocating for good nutrition, particularly for this primary school age group, for ensuring adequate nutrition for growth and development, and to reduce disease risk in the future and the associated financial burden. StarHealth has also expressed a low volume of child referrals to dietetics and a high rate of dental caries in South Melbourne Primary School, which was discovered during a period of free dental checks for all students. Hence, a needs assessment is required to identify how primary school students from Southeast Melbourne compare to state and nationwide data, and also to explore community felt needs and highlight priority issues and barriers to change. All of this is to inform StarHealth of the direction of implementing activities and programs for the future. For normative need, our supervisor informed us about what has already been done at other schools and flagged some nutrition priority areas with us. Express need was assumed from the lack of dietetic referrals from primary school age students to StarHealth, and also with increased incidence of dental caries. Comparative need would be gathered from engaging with population data and comparing Port Phillip to other city councils. And finally, for felt need, we plan to interview Windsor Primary School staff and parents and engage with students to identify knowledge gaps and gauge their problems and opinions on possible solutions. The goal was to achieve appropriate nutritional adequacy through healthy food choices in primary school age students of the city of Port Phillip, to reduce the prevalence of diet-related chronic disease and the associated financial burden, as well as to promote good oral health. This would be done through improving nutritional adequacy of school lunches, increasing parent and student food knowledge, and promoting an environment conducive to nutritious eating. This will be done through liaising with key stakeholders, developing a healthy lunches and snacks resource kit, and also a nutrition education session, as well as redeveloping school nutrition policies to align with the achievement program guidelines, and also to reassess the lunch order menu against the Hayes traffic light system. From here, the plan was to conduct a lit review to see what healthy eating interventions have been effective in the past, and also to involve key stakeholders including Windsor Primary School teachers, the principal team, parents and students, and plan lunchbox order and classroom activities, as well as the stall to engage with parents. So we met up with the staff from Windsor Primary School to gauge their student demographic, nutrition priorities and strategies for improvement, and we're also doing lunchbox order and classroom activities for the preps, grade 3, 4s and 5, 6s, and set up a before school stall for parents to see their nutrition knowledge priorities and what they wish to know and how. Goal evaluation can be done through looking at demographic data like prevalence of diet-related chronic disease or dental caries, and objective evaluation can be done through redoing lunchbox audits, classroom activities, and also reviewing nutrition policy and canteen menu options. Strategy evaluation can be done through population satisfaction, or whether or not materials are good quality, and if all planned interventions have been implemented, as well as if all target groups have been reached. The research will be disseminated through an oral presentation to StarHealth and a written report to uni at the end of placement.